friends. I'm sorry, I just took a shower, but I figured this would be a perfect time to record this video. If you follow my channel or if you watched any of my videos, you know I did a Goodwill haul the other day. I'm sorry, I have this, the sun is like right here coming in my bathroom window, so I'm kind of squinting, but we're over my bathtub. I'm gonna send these very dusty Legos. This is what I got for $9, $8.99 at Goodwill last week when we went. This is just, it looks like just a random, I should probably close that just in case I accidentally drop something in there. This is just like a random mix of bricks from, I don't know, that one looks like it might have a battery pack in there, so I'm not going to even, what is this? This is connected. Huh, if anybody knows what this is, let me know. I'm not going to send that for a bath because it looks like there might be some kind of mechanism in there. So I'm just going to hand wipe this one. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't even come off of there. But if you know what that is, let me know. We're going to put that guy up there. There's just random, that looks like it might have been from a train. A motorcycle of some sort. My Goodwill last week when we went had just tons and tons of bags of Legos for like $14.99. And it was like a quarter of what you get in here for, what did I say? $8.99 is what I paid for this, yeah. But look at this, here's another, check that guy out. Yeah, I'm not going to send any of the minifigs in the bath. I mainly want to send these bricks that are like super dusty. Give them a bath. And my goodness. Really, wow. I think we hit the mother load. I really do. That almost looks like it could be from one of the Up sets, but I could be wrong, from Disney's Up. My goodness, I'm gonna really have to be careful what I put in here because, yeah, I'm gonna really have to be careful what I stick in the bathtub here in water because some of this, like I said, even this is like super heavy. I have no idea what this is. Help me out, friends. Okay, well, these guys, gals, whatever these things are, we want to call them. Oh, look, a pretty cool flame, probably from a car, maybe. These are going to go soaking in my tub in some hot water, and then I have Dawn dish detergent, because, I mean, who can go wrong with Dawn, right? And I have a very deep soaker tub, but I'm not going to fill this bathtub completely up. I'm just going to put enough water in there to get these Legos cleaned and bathed, and then hopefully by tonight I can pull them out and we can put them on a towel, and then by tomorrow he can build with them. So, yeah, so this is just a clip for today's video. It's going to kind of be a go along with me and what am I doing today? Blinded by the sun. We've got rain moving in the area, so our clouds are like really weird here in the high desert of Arizona right now. And rain's really... we don't get a lot of rain here, but when we do, we get it. So, boat. I'm gonna go through these. I'm gonna soak them, and then I'll come back with you guys later on for another part of my day if I get a chance. If not, I'll see you all tonight when we do some crocheting and chat. Okay? Okay, part 2 of the Lego stuff. Figured I'd put a video up real quick before we send these things floating, but this is everything. This is everything here, including those. Excuse the glare here because I've got my lights on in the bathroom, and then those figures there. But yeah, that is everything that was in that bucket. for $9. So, yeah, there's even a random rubber snake. Oh, there it is. This is definitely not Lego, but it was in there, just a random rubber snake. We'll keep him. He can stay. He can go in the zoo stuff. So anyways, that's where we're at. And as you can see, I've got to be really careful how much water I put in because I have a jetted tub. And I don't need anything floating in the jets. So we are going to throw some soap in here and we're going to send these for a bath. All right, onward with the rest of the day. This took a little over an hour to disassemble everything, so here we go. Hello, hello. We meet again in another part of my house. My dryer sings. Like I said in my earlier video, today's kind of going to be a come with me as I do Monday. I didn't take you for everything because, I mean, who wants to go through McDonald's drive-thru with me, right? Yeah. So I'm in my laundry room. Garage is that way. House is that way. If you hear noise beyond that door, there's a good Lego session going on over there. The way things have been going today, I kept going back and forth. I'm like, I think we have school. I don't think we have school, like homeschool lessons, right? I'm like, I know we don't have school next Monday because it's President's Day, right? But I kept going back and forth and it's almost 5 o'clock and I'm like, we really need to get on and do the lessons. There's no school today. It was like Lincoln's birthday or something and our school recognized it. And so I'm stressing over it for absolutely nothing. Yeah, by the way, look at my sign for my laundry room. Isn't this funny? Ew, ew, hey, read that. Fresh laundry, the never-ending cycle. That's very true. It is the never-ending cycle in here. It really is. I have a load of clothes in my dryer that I need to fold. I need a folding fairy because I don't mind washing it and drying it. It's just getting it folded and put away. It's such a pain in the butt. So, yeah. That's what I'm doing. I'm folding laundry. That doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun, does it? But yeah, so this is my day. This is my day. I'm just recording as I go. You hear Levi out the door. He's like, And he's knocking on the door. Hold on, buddy. I'm recording. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, so, yeah. I have a couple of videos planned for this later this week. Remember I said I needed to pre-record for Friday and Saturday. Definitely for Friday because, well, my husband gets in town Thursday. And then Friday, I am really praying that everything works out and I can make it to the monthly women's group at my church. And that is this Friday night. It's very hard to go if my husband's not here. Like I said, just, for obvious reasons. So I'm really, really praying I can make it to that this weekend on Friday. I don't know if he's going to go to the men's breakfast on Saturday. I doubt it because he's not I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, I have a couple of videos planned for the end of the week for that. So one of them is going to be a opening of the scrap packs that I showed on last night's video. So we're going to do that on Friday. And then I'm not sure on Saturday. I might be able to record on Saturday. I'm not sure because, well, it's Valentine's Day. It's husband's birthday's weekend. And so, I don't know. We'll just play it by ear, okay? But for now, I'm going to finish folding this laundry. And then I think we're going to go jump in the schoolroom craft room, multi-purpose room, and do a little chat and crochet because I got something on my mind that I wanted to talk about that I found interesting in one of my devotionals this morning. So grab yourself a drink and meet me in there in a little while, okay? Grab a project too. We'll sit and chat. Hey friends. All right. I know I said in my last segment we were going to crochet and chat. It's more like I finished before I got on here. I'm sorry, my back has been killing me, so I just sat here and just decompressed a little bit. I'm going to tell you right now, chronic pain mixed with stress, no go. And then today I had to go fishing for Legos in my bathtub. I'm not so sure the bathtub was a good idea for all that. It took me a little over an hour to separate all the bricks and then get them in the water, in the tub, whatever that thing is. It took me almost as long just to get everything out because there was a lot of little teeny tiny studs and clear pieces, and oh, but it was worth every ounce of pain I'm feeling in my back right now. All right, so what we're gonna do is instead of crochet and chat, I'm gonna show you not one, but two finished objects. And then I'm gonna talk to you about the devotional from this morning, okay? So without further ado, let's jump into the corner to corner moss ombre blanket. I used, if you're new to my channel, I used the Just Yarn worsted ombre. Each skein is 612 yards. Medium 4. There's all your specs and all that good stuff. I used 3 of these. This is all that was left. I think this was the third ball because I knew I wouldn't have enough to no, that's that blanket. Anyways, this is what was left of one skein. And then this is what was left after I did the border. And you'll see in a minute what the border is. So this is what's left. I wound it up on my yarn winder. If that's even what it's called. I'm sorry. I'm in so much pain right now. I'm trying to work through the pain. So there we go. That one, that's what's left of the yarn. I'll repurpose it into something else later. And I am currently just waiting for a box. My post office was out of the boxes that I needed. So therefore my husband's going to try to get one. If he can't get one, then I will go back to my post office and try and get one at a later date. I want to get this mailed this week though. Okay. Oh my goodness. So here we go. I know you all have been waiting for this. Because you've been watching my progress as I go. There it is. Oh, that was the hearts. I hope you guys can see this. Let's go in the closet, shall we? There we go. No. I still can't get the full length of it. Anyways, you get the idea, right? So here is the border I did. I did like a fan stitch type thing on each corner. And then, so first off, you put a row of, gosh, I can't remember exactly how you do it. So there's 2 different steps to this. But then the final row is this fan border here, fan stitch in the corner. And then it's a cluster of 3 all the way around on the border. Okay, so there is one more look at this. This blanket's huge. I don't know what the size is. I do not have floor space currently to measure it because Levi has his train set up out there. Now, the second blanket, yeah, we're going to stand for a second, okay, because my chair is occupied, as you see. So my second blanket that I was working on, as you know, was the neutrals blanket for our real estate agent. Okay, so the Loops and Threads taupe yarn, this is what I need to get when I go back to California. This is all that was left of that. Okay, this was 354 yards. And then there's that, the specs for it. Okay, and then I also used a worsted wildflowers yarn from Hirschner's in the color, I think this was milkweed. Yeah, milkweed. There's that. And this one was 489 yards. And this is all that was left of that one. And I started this blanket out. Now this is a granny rectangle using this Red Heart Comfort. This is 649 yards, medium 4. I'm sorry, I'm literally shaking with how much pain I'm in right now. So if I'm shaking, I apologize. This is the colorway. Okay. And then I just literally finished this one. Oh yeah, for the border, I used Premier Yarn, Just Yarn Value in linen. And you can see I made a nice dent in the middle of that for the border. I actually did a couple of rows. Did I do 2 rows and then the border? I did 2 rows and then the border, and I literally just put a fan stitch in the corner. I did 5 double crochets in the corner and then all the way around just a single crochet. That's it, because like I said, she's simple and just likes easy stuff. So this is her blanket. So this is hers. Okay. So those are the 2 blankets. Let me sit back down with you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. I shouldn't be in this much pain, but I am. Like I said, I've been under so much stress lately too, which it doesn't help matters at all. Okay. I need to just bag my yarn up real quick. That's all my leftovers here. I'm gonna just put them all in one bag. So you're probably wondering, how long did each blanket take? So the corner to corner took me the longest. That was initially supposed to be done. That's gonna go in a separate bag. That was initially supposed to be done for Christmas time. So I started that one several months ago. But then, as you know, we moved. We bought the house, we moved. That was very sudden. So I spent the entire month of October like packing my life up and moving to Arizona. So I really didn't crochet at all in October. And then Mom had her surgery in October. And then the post-op was in November. And then the holidays and this and that. So work time, I would probably say total of 2 months for the corner to corner. Probably. The granny rectangle, I would say also took me about 2 to 2.5 months because we had the holidays in there. I was hoping to have it done in January for her and given to her by then. But, you know, life is unpredictable, right? I'm just glad that they're done. It's like such a huge relief off my shoulders. And I started doing something this year that I haven't done in past years. I was watching another YouTuber's video just recently, and she was talking about all her makes that she did in 2025, and it really made me sit back and think, like, wow, what did I make? And I know I missed stuff in there, you know, because there's little projects, whatever. So far in 2026, this is everything I have done in 2026. And yeah, unfortunately, like I said, some of these, you know, they were whips that I carried in with me from last year, but again, nothing I can do, right? So those are done. I'm going to put a post in my post tab, and I'm going to put a picture of each one of my whip bags, and you guys are going to tell me which project. I'm not going to tell you what's in there, but you guys are going to vote and tell me which one to do next, okay? Because otherwise, I'm never going to get them done. I want to get my whips that are all started done this year. So, okay, let's get going. This is going to be a very long video today, but yes. Okay, actually, you know what? No, I'm going to do this in a separate video, and there's a reason why I want to do this in a separate video. I'm going to do the devotional part in the next video. I'm going to make a separate one, and I'm going to get this one up, and then the devotional is going to be separate by itself. I would prefer that one to be, I think, separate just because of the nature of it. So, okay, anyways, I'm going to go, and then I will record the devotional one. So, anyways, love, hugs, and prayers to you all. Sorry for my wild and crazy hair today. I hope you enjoyed spending Monday with me. I hope you all had a wonderful day. I am going to just sit here and I might build this Lego set that's sitting right next to me that has been taunting me. I want to get that built and put in my room. So, okay. All right. I will see you in the next one, friends.